This is my wound vac system. I was looking today at the vacuum system for a maglev train, and the vacuum system is necessary for the maglev train to go from the usual 600 miles an hour to a 4,000 mile an hour speed, because 600 miles an hour is the speed of a plane, and they don't usually go too much faster than that because there is so much air resistance with a maglev train that is in a vacuum, like a tube that's kind of similar to the tube that is at Costco that they use to send money from the cashier's station back to the main office. So the tube reduces. It could be a vacuum system, so there would be no air resistance whatsoever. They could set it up so there would be no air resistance whatsoever, and there would be, if they could use maglev to create the levitation to cause no friction with the train and the rail beneath, then they could take away that friction right there, and that's what causes the train, would be able to make the train reach to a speed of 600 miles an hour. But then on top of that, if they could take away the air friction, the friction that is felt at high speeds higher than 125 miles an hour, much higher than that, then with the vacuum system, then they could reach to speeds of 4,000 miles an hour. 4,000 miles an hour would cause it so that you could travel from LA to New York City in 45 minutes. The vacuum system, along with the levitation system, would make it so that the train on the ground could travel about 10 times as fast as a regular plane, as a commercial plane. If they hooked up the system, then essentially what I read is that the amount of energy that you use to force the train to go 600 miles an hour, you could regain or harness that energy whenever you were slowing down that train from 600 miles an hour to 0 miles an hour whenever it reaches its destination. And that would be the same